Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is a Sunday morning. It's a relatively beautiful morning. This is going to be Harry Muppet, and we are going to be casting a 1v1 Diamond League game. Up the top left side, here's a player we've seen a bit of. His name is Nix, and he is our red Protoss player. Down the bottom right side, we do have our blue Terran player, OrnLu. And we are going to see these players just go at it completely, and one of them is probably going to destroy the other one. Now, I have this in my description box for the past month or so, and it's definitely still valid. So any of you guys out there watching, if you play Starcraft 2, if you played a really awesome game, does not matter what league you're in. If you're in Bronze League, if you're in Masters League, if you played a really good game, and it really did well for you, then feel free to send it in to me and I'll probably cast it, because I love watching good games. And if it's a really good game, I'm not talking about a 6 pull though, or like a beautifully timed 4 gate, because a beautifully timed 4 gate or a 6 pull, I mean, there's no excitement, I guess. It's really good if you pull it off, but we've all seen dozens of those before. So something unique like High Templar use, Ghost use, Brood Lords, a very heavy mech push that manages to defeat the Zerg army, anything like that, it's all good stuff, as long as it's not like just using a really generic strategy that we've all seen 100 times before. But any really crazy games you've gone out and you've done well at, feel free to send them to me. My YouTube email address is down the bottom of the page, and yeah, if you send it, I'll probably cast it. So there we go. Getting back to the game now. It's got some pretty standard stuff going on. Barracks and a supply depot, but no gas, even though he's at the 15 mark, so I guess he's just going for fairly standard stuff at the moment. Although he really should get one, because he really wants to start building tech labs and reactors, so yeah, really needs to get stuck into that. Meanwhile, the Protoss is getting his second gas up, so that's very interesting. He's going for a cyber core. He might be going for, there's a couple of options with a double gas. He could be going for some fast sentries. He could be going for some fast robo play, getting some immortals out fairly soon. Or of course he could be going out for Stargate play. I can only hope that he's not going for fast Dark Templars, because that is, well, I don't know, it might be interesting. It's extremely cheesy, but it might be interesting. So let's see how this game goes. Cybercore coming down, and yeah, we'll see what his next building is going to be. And yeah, I don't know. There we go. It's a Stargate. So that is it. We're going for some Stargate play. Possibly Phoenix. Phoenix, you know, he's going against Marines, so maybe not. Possibly Void Rays, but Void Rays again are going against Marines, so maybe not. I would not be surprised to see Oracles. Oracles are the fancy new unit in Heart of the Swarm, and we have been seeing a bit of them out on the map doing all sorts of craziness. And the Oracles are fairly, I don't know if they're fairly strong, they're strong-ish, but when they activate their weapon, they're strong-ish. But of course, when the weapon has to be activated, and it's not on all the time, so that's a very interesting mechanic for this game. But the Terran player looks like he's going for a fairly heavy infantry force in this game. There we go, there is the Oracle. So he's going to come out, and he is going to go out there, and he is going to cause some havoc. Very quickly, we are going to look at the Oracle's abilities, because I always forget what the damn abilities are. Yeah, so that's charges his attack. He can detect. He does, actually this guy doesn't really do much. He detects people, and he can grant vision, so he can like target this building or something, then sees everything around it for 60 seconds. So he's a very good scouting / utility unit. But yeah, I don't know, it'd be good for harass. He's definitely faster than the mothership core, so you can definitely get over there faster and run away faster. So that's got to be a good thing. Here he comes. See, look at this, 25 damage versus light on 0.8 attack speed. So that's got to be, yeah, these guys are going to go down in about a second and a half or so, with that Oracle activating that attack. So very fast. It's It's almost like a Reaper attack in the air, pretty much. And here we go, the expansion coming down for the Protoss player. A bit later than the Terran player. The Terran player's already got some stuff going on, but might actually disadvantage him a little bit because now the Oracles have 2 possible targets, and I would not be surprised if they're going for workers. They're going to try and even up this gap, and that'll put the Protoss in the lead in terms of workers because he's in the lead by 1 so far, but obviously you can't hold on to that continuously. So there we go, the Oracles finding their approach, going in there. Meanwhile the Protoss is building up a couple more gateways, so he's going to switch into just normal tech after this. You can see they just die so fast. There's 3 workers and a bloody mule just went down there in a matter of seconds, and here we go, he's going to have to run these guys out. Here he is targeting the mules, getting these workers, and these workers are just absolutely got annihilated. So if you have a look at the income now, yeah, he went down like 7-8 workers there, so that is fairly nasty from the Protoss player. That nice Oracle attack. He's going to move one back to his base, he's going to leave the other one back here, possibly going to go in again, but this Marine force is going to stick back here and defend that side, and I would not be surprised to see a missile turret coming down somewhere around here just to defend in case they go down again. And here we go, Twilight Council and double forges, so he is going for the long haul in this game, and it looks like he is going to go for a fairly large ground army, I can only assume. Oracle tries to go in again, gets chased away by the Marines. They're gonna just go in here. You might be able to go down the bottom side of this mineral line, but oh, that was not good. He was just going back home and he just took the wrong route. But there's I'm not sure what he's going to do then. Maybe he's just going to be in there for scouting duty, just scout around, see what's going on. Terran player, I still think he's getting the upgrades, but he still hasn't built a factory yet, so his tech is lagging behind a bit. He needs to think about getting medevacs sometime soon. Of course, Marines and Marauders without medevacs, not going to be all that useful. Of course, their big advantage is using stim, and well, of course, if they don't have anything to heal them up, then stim is not all that useful. There we go, the Oracle, he's going in there. He's actually attacking the Marines. He's gets a little bit overzealous there. And oh, look at this, beautiful job. The Marines get chased away over there, and this Oracle comes in. Really, really nice job. This Terran has got to be regretting not building missile turrets earlier. He really should have done that, and now he is going to pay the price because those Oracles just going absolutely crazy. Missile turrets, just 1 in each mineral line, and I think he would do the push he needs to do, but his income is just so far behind right now, and I really think this is going to be bad news for the Terran player as the game moves on. He's just going to be so hard for him to catch up. He's not like Zerg, he can't just macro out a crap load of SCVs, he just has to build them off the command centers, and he knows he's in trouble, so he's going to move in with this force, try and make something happen, but I don't think anything is going to happen with this amount of stalkers going on here. So there he goes. He might stim, but that's just going to kill him even faster. A lot of Marauders there, but a lot of Stalkers as well. And the Mothership Core overcharging the Nexus. And that getting a beautiful attack out there. Some reinforcements coming in, but they're not going to be able to push through this Stalker force. He's just moving back, letting the Nexus take care of them. And I think the Terran player is in a lot of trouble. And meanwhile, the Oracle's back in the middle of the base, taking out workers all over the place. The Terran player really, really dropping the ball here in terms of base defense. Missile turrets, you need missile turrets to deflect these guys. And he's not happy about that at all. So he is going to leave the game with an over-enthusiastic GG. And congratulations to our Protoss player. Really, really came down to the Oracles, doing some great economic harass, going in both of the bases. And I think a good deal of credit goes to the Protoss player, but I mean, the Terran player just didn't do a good job of defending his base. Missile turrets would have been so easy to set up, and if he was like a higher level player like Masters or even Diamond players should be able to do it, you know, microing around independent groups of Marines to come in there, like attacking this while attacking this at the same time. I mean, it's definitely doable. Maybe even a Viking at this point. Of course, I don't know if he did have a starport, so maybe a couple of Vikings one over the top of each of these base. Might have been a good option as well, but unfortunately he didn't do it, and the Protoss player really took advantage of his weakness in the economy in protecting his workers, and he just killed a crap load of workers. If we have a look at these guys, that is 26 kills over there, there's 14 kills over there, so those oracles just went absolutely nuts, and really they won the game for this Protoss player. So thank you very much for watching this, guys. This has been Hairy Muppet, and I hope you enjoyed it. So I'm just trying to sync the fraps thing over to the top corner, because F12 opens the help, but it also disappears the little fraps counter. So there we go, finished. Goodbye, thank you. This has been Hairy Muppet. Please subscribe.